What's cracking like? I'm your host James Moreland. Today we have some frozen brine shrimp for some fry and also the fish in this tank, which is going to be pretty awesome. So guys, I was at the store and I found this. Frozen brine shrimp.
I like the milk.
So this is going to be the first time me ever feeding my fish some frozen brine shrimp. I've seen them picking at some stuff, so I assume they're pretty hungry. I'm also going to be giving my beta fish some, which is going to be pretty awesome. And this is only like $4, so I decided to try it. You actually like chip off some pieces and then put it in some water from the tank, and then it kind of like dissolves and like opens up, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to open it up and then remove a piece and put it inside of this and then suck up tank water and then see what happens. So I actually get a lot of questions about what I feed my fish. I feed them this Tetra Mini Plus. I'm actually going to have to get some more. I'll see how much they like this. This might be in my main food now. But I also have another grow tub. I have this one for some more aquatic plants, and that's a root tab that kind of expanded. But then in here I have some Glostigma. I'm actually growing it above ground. I'm actually going to be putting some plastic wrap over it just so it's more humid, but it can grow outside of the water, so it'll just be faster when it grows. But as you guys can see, it looks pretty awesome. So I put a little more than I needed, so I'm just going to use this entire thing for both tanks. So now I'm just going to suck up some water with it. This is slightly nasty. So I don't know if they actually start moving or if they're always going to stay frozen. I don't know. Alright, so it's thawed out, so I'm just going to squeeze a little. Oh, there it goes. None of them have noticed. Oh, the fry have noticed it. Oh, there's some fry eating it. We got some guppies to eat it. Oh, there's a big chunk coming out. Oh my gosh. Oh, do you guys see that? It built up a lot of pressure. Alright, that's a little too much. Oh, that's... You're supposed to feed them how much they'd eat in 3 minutes. They're going to eat all of this. But the thing is, we have a lot of fry in here that don't usually eat at the right times. And we even have our dwarf gourami hiding in the back and also our red platy. So these guys will have to get the food eventually when it's floating in the tank. I'm actually going to put some in the corner. Oh, that's a lot. Oh my gosh. Hopefully our gourami can see that. Alright, that's it for this tank. When you do overfeed, it makes your tank water bad. I'm actually going to have to do a water change because of that. But, I mean, it should be enough. They say how much your fish can eat in 3 minutes, and I think this is a little too much. But you guys can see how the fry are being active. I should actually have my GoPro in here. Oh, dwarf gourami's looking at it. Man, this is really tasty. This is kind of a treat for them, I think. Alright, now time for our 10-gallon. See who likes it. Who wants some? I don't think they realize that this is wonderful food. I realized my floating plants do a lot better with a sponge filter because the water is not as strong, and I actually have quite a bit of the Sylvinia growing, which is pretty awesome. Alright, I think I'm just going to add a little bit more for this tank because I don't think they realize that there's food. But this is going to be great because our mother guppy over there is about to give birth. And now we have a food for all those new fry. It'd be cool if I actually had my own brine shrimp hatchery, which I may do in the future. It depends if I actually breed fish on like a higher level. But I think it'd be awesome to breed fish and sell them. That's probably my dream in the fish world. But you guys can see this floating gloss. Again, I don't know how to pronounce it. Glostigma or whatever. But yeah, it just floats around in the tank and I just have to grab it and then shove it into the substrate. As you guys can see, I did with all these other ones. But it's actually pretty cool, and it'll start growing out more and more and more. And the roots will get longer, so that's going to be pretty awesome. And this grow light is definitely helping. If you guys missed our 20-gallon tour, make sure you check that out so you guys can see what's in this tank. Something I've noticed with my beta velvet that he doesn't really like to eat that much. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. When he does eat, he actually eats the flakes more. He likes when they're floating. Let's see if he actually goes for these. I know our marble molly is eating it. And guys, we actually have a pest snail in here. The eggs are on here. I don't even know where it is. I was going to remove it, but I think I'm just going to let it stay in here. When I moved some of the plants from the other tank, it must have been on it. Alright, challengers, that's it for the video. Make sure you hit the like button down below, and see y'all on the flippity flop.